we have a square board. I had already drawn a star in the middle just to show me where I can place this compass to draw the circle. And now I'm going to measure 0.5 centimeters. 0.5 centimeters, that's half a centimeter. That's going to be my spacing for all my nails. So I use a very tiny ruler. Just do that all over the board. What we are doing here is putting the nails where we marked, the points that we marked. Remember, we did 0.5 centimeters, and that's what we are marking. That's where we are nailing. Okay, you put the nail where you marked. I used a pencil so it could be easier for me to see. So that's what you're going to do. And after nailing, this is what it looks like. So we get our thread. I decided to use gold and I tied it on a random nail. It doesn't have to be any particular nail. And what I'm doing here is called scribbling. Scribbling is a stringing technique that goes from any nail to any nail. It's actually a very random technique. The idea is to cover spaces. So you have to make sure that for the start, your thread doesn't take the same path it has taken before. It's very random, but again, intentional. It's intentional in terms of not taking the same path, and it's also random because it goes just anywhere. The nails can share a thread. You can loop the thread like 4 times on the same nail, but as long as the path is different at the start, as long as the path is different. So that's what I'm doing here. So we are going to do this until we cover up enough spaces. We need to cover enough spaces. This is not sufficient, so we're going to do that until most of the spaces are covered up. After we are done scribbling, we get a ruler. You can use your fingers to push some of these threads down. The reason I'm pushing them down is because I need to put another layer on top, and I need it to be easy for me to thread. Sometimes it's not simple when there's a thread already on the nail and then you have to put another thread on top. Sometimes it just jumps off. So I push them down so that I can loop them very well and firmly down. So I'm going to loop anti-clockwise, going to my right. So one nail on my right, ahead, and then on my left, on my right still. So I'm going to do this for the whole board until I create a circle. I created another circle on top of the other one. I just thought it would look nice, but at the end I actually removed it and left it halfway. I removed half of it and left it halfway because it was too thick for the inner design. Remember the scribbling we did? It needed to be very thick because these two circles are outshining the scribbling. So I needed the thickness to be a bit, I don't know, the same. I needed it to be similar, but it was not doing what I wanted. So I removed that, and you're going to see the final piece. So this is the final piece. I hope you like the process.